Welcome to Solo Marvel Champion if you're new here, and if you're returning, welcome back. 2024 has been fun for Marvel Champions, and 25 looks like it's going to be pretty awesome as well. I want to talk briefly about the slow release of 2024. We only got the Age of Apocalypse campaign box and 4 hero packs, and I'll go ahead and say that I really like that release schedule. Not only is it good on my wallet, it's also good on my car, because I firmly feel like we should always be getting our product from a local game store, and my local game store does carry all of Marvel Champions products, but it's about 2 hours round trip to my local game store. So if we had a release every month, I probably wouldn't even get everything every month, because it's a long drive to get there and get back home. Now, I want to talk about my favorites from 2024. These are things that were released in 2024. I also want to talk about some heroes I played in 2024 that weren't released this year, but I still had a lot of fun with them. So let's start with heroes. We only got 6 heroes in 2024, and I'm actually going to start with my honorable mentions. Bishop and Magneto were both very close to being my favorite hero. They're both a lot of fun to play, but I ended up going with someone who's a little bit more fun for me to play, and is actually the very last game you saw on this channel, and that is Magic. From the moment the Age of Apocalypse box was revealed and I saw the first cards for Magic, I thought I was absolutely going to love her, and it turns out that that was accurate. I do love Magic. She's a lot of fun to play. I've played her in every aspect and against most villains in the game. I don't play Ronin, so I haven't played her against Ronin, but I have played her against almost every villain in the game at this point, and I really, really enjoy the way Magic plays. I do have a poll up right now, and just know that I'm recording this on December 21st, even though this video is coming out on December 31st. So these poll numbers aren't the final poll numbers, but I had put up a poll to ask which hero you want to see me play against Rise of Red Skull, and at this point, Magic is winning by a huge margin. Because the margin is so huge, I expect Magic to win the poll, and because of that, I've already built the Magic deck I'm going to play. But I am going to wait until the end of today, the 31st, to call that poll and actually start playing those games. But right now, Magic is way, way ahead, so she will probably be my first playthroughs in 2025. Now, I haven't just played new heroes in 2024, I've also played some of the older heroes, and I have had a lot of fun with 2 of the older heroes, and one of them comes from the core. My Captain Marvel games were an absolute blast. I had a lot of fun playing Captain Marvel. And I didn't expect to like Hulk as much as I did, but I really enjoyed Hulk as well. So in 2024, those are my favorite heroes. Magic, Captain Marvel, and Hulk. And I don't mean favorite as in these are my all-time favorites, I will always play them. They're just the favorite heroes I played in 2024. Now, you can't have favorite heroes without also having a favorite villain. At least that's the way I look at it. And even though I've had some problems, I've struggled against Apocalypse 1, I really like the design of Apocalypse 1. Not the easiest villain, but he's not difficult really either, and I just really love the design of this villain. So of all of the villains we got in Age of Apocalypse, I really like Apocalypse 1. He is so much fun. Unus was a lot of fun too, a little bit puzzly because you really have to manage the gene pool. But as far as favorite villain, I really like Apocalypse 1. I'm going to go one further and talk about my favorite ally that came out in 2024. And there were a lot of them, and there were a lot of good ones. But if you take just a moment to think about my favorite hero, you can probably divine my favorite ally. I'll give you one hint, it's a basic ally. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds and see if you can guess my favorite ally. Because my favorite hero is Magic, my favorite ally is Legion. Legion is very good in a Magic deck. He can be really good in Domino as well because you can always stack the top card of your deck. You can do that a little bit in Magic as well, but you don't have to because you always get to look at the top card of your deck in Magic. You always know what it is. That means you can always decide, okay, even though I like that resource, I don't want to discard this card. I want to be able to use it. And since you can play that card off the top of your deck for one less, I think Legion is best in Magic. He is my favorite ally of 2024. Now, let's go on to 2025, talk about that a little bit. I've already said I'm probably going to be playing Magic through Rise of Red Skull in 2025, and that is going to be a Monday through Friday video series. Since there are 5 villains in the campaign, it is going to be expert, so there are some added difficulties there. You know, tracking your hit points and starting at those hit points at the beginning of the game. I think that's a lot of fun. Really add some tension to a campaign. This will be the first time I'm doing expert, but I am really looking forward to it. Also, we already know the first campaign box is coming out in 2025. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. looks like it's going to be really good. We already know the heroes we're going to see in that box, Maria Hill and Nick Fury. I think they're both going to be good, but let me know in the comments which one you're more excited to play. Personally, I'm really excited to play Nick Fury. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. Trading threat for damage seems like a really cool thing, so that's got me really excited. Based on the silhouettes, I think we know who some of the other heroes in the wave will be. Silk looks like a good candidate. Shuri as Black Panther looks like a good candidate, and I'm excited about that. Black Panther is one of my favorite heroes, so I'm really interested to see how they differentiate Shuri Black Panther from T'Challa Black Panther. We know they did that with Spider-Man Peter Parker and Miles Morales, so I'm really interested to see if they can pull that off again. So that's my thoughts on 2024, my thoughts and plan for 2025. Let me know what you're most interested in 24 and what you're hoping for 25. I know a lot of people are hoping to get back to the faster release schedule, but personally, I'm fine with a much slower release schedule. As I said earlier, easier on my wallet, easier on my car. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous new year.